Hey everybody, my name is Nick and I'm the guy behind The Gear Confessions. If you're not sure what that is, go check it out. It's thegearconfessions.com. Spoiler alert, it's a blog. My background's in journalism and I've been writing for a long time for a number of different gear publications, but I wanted a place to kind of do my own thing, to highlight some of the best stuff I've done. So you'll find an interview I did with Mike Zadie from Dr. Z that I'm pretty proud of. Another interview that I was so humbled to do with Yoshi Ikigami, who's the president of Boss. You'll find those. We also find new stuff I'm passionate about. So go check it out, gearconfessions.com. But the point of today's video is to talk about this, PodGo. Interestingly, I just published a new interview with Eric, who's the chief product design architect over at Line 6, talking to him about the resurrection of the Pod franchise. So go check that out. I think it's a pretty interesting story. But I wanted to talk about this, right? Give you kind of my quick hits on what I like and what I don't like about PodGo. Now, I think the first thing you need to understand is who it's for, right? This is an entry-level product. So if you're someone who has a Helix, who is used to that kind of workflow, even if you have HX Stomp, this might be a little frustrating for you. I think Line 6 went way out of their way to make sure that people don't run into DSP limits. Right? They streamlined the whole, the whole approach to creating tones, and they actually removed a few, really DSP-hungry models. So I think the point of this is to make sure that any user can use this really easily and not run into any frustration. So it's very straightforward. And that's kind of one of the things I don't like about it. As someone who's used a Helix, who has an HX Stomp, once you get used to being able to sort of have those different routing paths, being sort of forced into a single path is a bit of a challenge. But for a new Helix or a new Line 6 user, someone who's looking to have that kind of streamlined approach where it's going to be very easy, I think that's going to be a plus for them. So kind of a trade-off. But yeah, let's talk about things I like. It's an all-in-one, right? It's lightweight, it feels sturdy, and I really like that. The treadle feels good, the foot switches feel strong, so I like how quality it feels. Now, of course, it is stripped down a bit. This is a little wrinkle I have with it here. As you see on the back, you get some cool options, but there's no MIDI. And depending on how you want to integrate this, one of the best things about HX Stomp is that MIDI integration. So if you want to run this with other pedals or with a MIDI controller to kind of get more out of this, I think that's a real benefit. So there's no MIDI with PodGo. And maybe it's not something you're going to want to integrate like you are with HX Stomp, but that could be a challenge for you. But plus side, you get the USB out here, which does allow this to become a great tool if you're plugging it into Logic or into GarageBand or whatever it might be. This becomes a full guitar rig, something you can put in a backpack, in a suitcase, and take with you. So yeah, that's just great. Another thing I really, really like about this pedal, it's gonna sound stupid, I love the adapter, right? This is the new adapter. It's a standard kind of wall wart here with a pretty, decently length cable. Compare that to the one from HX Stomp. Look at this thing. This is ridiculous. I hate this. This is my least favorite thing about HX Stomp. Now, typically I do have it on a pedal board with some other stuff, but I hate this. This adapter is dumb. I don't like it at all. But I do like the new PodGo one. So yeah, kudos to Line 6 for that. Things I don't like about PodGo. The number one thing, I'm a big snapshot guy. When it comes to the Line 6 stuff, I think snapshots are probably the best guitar-related invention since the Telecaster. I love snapshots, but to get the snapshots inside PodGo, you have to be in a specific mode here, and you have to select these two buttons simultaneously. I hate two-button foot switch presses. I think it should be outlawed. So I really don't like that at all. So if you're someone who likes snapshots, but you also want to have the ability to get over to your stomp modes, kind of a pain. I don't like that much at all. But overall, the unit's great, and perhaps most importantly, it sounds like a Helix, okay? There's only one chip in it, so you only get half the DSP, but it sounds like Helix. I can't stress that enough. I've got a lot of questions already about, well, does it sound good? Well, yeah, if you're into modeling and you understand how to tweak that and how to, shape some of the EQ things that you need to get it sounding right, this absolutely sounds like a Helix. So, so take faith in that. But that's my sort of quick takeaways from PodGo. Great unit, under $500. Good for entry-level guys, or if you're looking for something that's like a grab and go or a backup to Helix, it could be awesome. So check it out. I think it should be shipping soon if it's not already out. And yeah, go over to thegearconfessions.com. Check out the interview I just did with Frank and Eric from the Line 6 team. Super great guys, and I'm sure you'll like reading about PodGo. So thanks for watching. We'll see you soon.